Today is Monday. Monday, fun day, Monday, Crypto Monday,
Crypto
baby.
Monday.
Let's go. Let's go, baby.
Welcome back, everybody, with another J&K podcast. Just want to make sure I put out thanks. Thank you, everybody, for if you're tuning in and you're listening to us. That's greatly appreciated.
Let's go.
Remember, our goal is just to have authentic conversation about particular subjects that we have on certain days. Don't forget, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Just to show that you're, supporting what we're putting out, so that way we can make sure that it gets out to the rest of the world.
That's right.
So today, Crypto Monday, we're basically gonna touch over a few different topics, a few different subjects within the crypto industry. Lately, things have been very crazy. The biggest news I want to say, just right off the bat, they finally got SBF, bro. I don't know if anybody knows too much entirely what that is, but a little background on it. FTX, a whole crypto exchange, they basically had to file for bankruptcy about 3 to 4 weeks ago, and about, I want to say, a little bit over $3 billion just up and went missing.
Man, that guy's getting rich right now, dude. That guy's balling. But guess what? He's in jail. So you know what? Scammers suck. They go to jail.
So today's big news is that they finally the Bohemian, I hope I'm saying that right, but the Bohemian government finally arrested him.
Bohemian.
Yeah. They got his ass today. From reports, there's been U.S. decided to put an indictment on him and asked the Bohemian government to actually do something about it, and then asked I'm assuming, this is just rumor and speculation, that they're trying to get him extradited to the U.S. This boy is supposed to do a whole ass congressional meeting either tomorrow or Wednesday, and they're like, you know what, let's just get his ass, because he might not even show up. I mean, he probably was gonna do like a Zoom call. But yeah, so that's some big news. So got that dude taken care of. Hopefully we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's not a whole entire government scam. Hopefully the government's not playing us and just keeping him for safe, so that way they can leverage him. I just wanted to go into what the crypto market looks like as of today, December 12th. Usually, I want to say in the past few years, around this time, I think last year,
bull run.
Yeah, I don't know if we were going through a bull run last year, but things kind of did pop off at the beginning.
60K. What do you mean?
No, that was the year before, though.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's that long ago,
dude.
bro.
I'm living in the cave, guys.
So we're 2022 right now, about to hit 2023. It was 2021. We had that bull run, and it was something crazy to witness, but it's been a as I call it, a crypto winter the last couple years.
Let's just take a look.
So Bitcoin's right now topping out $17,166.
Wow.
There's been a lot of FUD going around. As you can see, we almost hit that 70K mark. So basically,
check out the last year. What's it been doing?
just
not
dropping
showing
out.
anything.
It's because it's all to the side over there.
Okay, let's go back here.
So, look at that. On the year to date,
you guys, look at this. We're at the. Looks like we're heading downwards.
So we've been taking levels down. People are saying that this might be the bottom.
Look at this. 2017, we were at 14,000. Let's see the peak. 19,000 in 2017. Where we hit. Where did we go? 63,000, guys. On 2021. Just to come back down. To what? What's that? 30,000? 31,000? Came back up.
Came up right back up at what? 64?
64,000. Now look, guys, we're all the way back here.
So
we're right at the peak at where we were at, guys.
So most people are calling this like the bottom now.
This is the bottom. I think this is the bottom. I'm buying.
Yeah, but
I'm buying.
No financial advice. I'm kind of stacking up on the wallet just a little bit. If this is the bottom, there's been a few different news stories about, now Binance is going through some issues. You had the block, what is it? The media, crypto media website that ended up copying about how they, were taking donations or funds from FTX. They were, accepting donations from them and to post and basically beef those guys up on the charts and shit like that. So things haven't been going down as far as like with the new FUD. Just preface to that, FUD, fear upon doubt. I'm not scared of anything. We've been in the market since 2019, a little early 2019. So we've gone through a few of at least one or two of these cycles, and it doesn't scare us. 3 something. It's way before that.
High.
No, we going way before. That was the last bull run.
When was this? 2021. We hit a 198.
So yeah, if you buy XRP right now at $100, you'll get 258.7 XRP. So even then, that's not too bad, because compared to like my thing is this: is if you get in an XRP anywhere between 50 cents and lower, you're good, because you're able to get some like 1 point something of a coin, right? Not compared to if you got it at 20 cents. If XRP, this is just a hypo. If XRP wins the lawsuit, or they come to a common grounds of some sort that pushes XRP in the future as a commodity or a digital token rather than a like freaking security,
worldwide shit.
Yeah. So if XRP wins that, that'll help out the rest of the tokens. Go to CoinMarketCap real quick. I just want to touch on like how they talk about freaking Doge. Doge is, bro. These are meme coins. These things don't. I mean, Elon's saying that apparently he wants to run Twitter with Doge.
What?
Yeah. So dude, did Twitter Blue?
I cannot believe Doge is one of the top now.
So Doge is 8 cents. On the list, it's Number 8. So we're looking at a market cap of about $11 million. Wow, they're behind XRP. Binance is up there. See, you want to know the funny thing about this? Oh, by the way, you got Cardano's chilling at 9, right behind Doge, and then you got Matic, which I believe that's another good one to get into. I know we talked about our top 10 the other day, but Matic is actually also another one that's going to be good. Disney even is backing that one up. If you went to Disneyland, you could get like their currency, which was like Disney dollars or some shit like that. I forget what the fuck it was called.
Dude, I can't wait to go.
So, and but what they're gonna use Polygon for when they display things. It's gonna be the technology is gonna be able to run as like some type of NFT possibly or some shit like that. But so those the top 10, these aren't bad. I'm not gonna fuck with Dogecoin. I only have like a very I'm talking about minimal. I'm talking about less than $100 worth of Dogecoin, just because we'll see, who knows. And then you got Binance. There was some FUD with those boys. Apparently they had some shit going on over here. Somebody did an audit on them, and it looks like they processed like 1 point something million or billion in scam transactions. Can you believe that? So it's but that's my thing is that with that kind of news going out there, it's not going lower. So we've hit a bottom.
I feel like it can still go lower.
You think so?
I believe it's still going lower.
Oh shit. You think so? Okay.
Done.
I like that.
It's not done. I believe people are thinking. And
okay, lower like what? What would be your prediction for lower then?
I believe it's gonna go back to that 10,000.
10? Some people I've read that out there.
I
people
believe
are saying
it's gonna hit that, and people are gonna get so scared, and people are gonna just run out, and there's gonna be this big, like something's gonna continue to have. People think that this is the bottom. This is not the bottom. This just begun. People are starting to wake up, and it's not done. This is not over. Maybe this whole scenario scene may be done, but this is not done. We're about to experience the effect of what we've done. That's what I believe. And we're already looking at it because look, so many scammers were coming around, and look what happened. What happened? You tell me what happened now.
I feel like we're shaking those scammers out, though.
Yeah. Guess what? Why? The SBF dude from FTX just got arrested.
Yeah. So speaking on SBF, there's a few things out there that we can. So for anybody who doesn't know, he just got arrested earlier today. What's crazy is they have the chat where everybody jumps in, and I was listening to SBF. He was on it this morning. Can you believe that? This man was on it this morning. He had been doing public, I wish they were, you got Twitter Blue there, I see it.
Yep.
Okay, so he's been doing these freaking, Twitter chats, at least 5 or 6 of them, and legit people like me and you, who have obviously a little bit more influence in the crypto industry, have been talking with this guy and asking questions. And he's literally, blatantly just been ducking everything they've been saying. He fumbles on all the words that he says.
Yeah,
it takes him a minute.
I feel like he's lying about everything that's been going on, and you can just tell like everybody's so pissed off at what's going on. I mean, this was a small. I want to show this small. It's a small post from Crypto Airy. Let's just take a look.
Final question comes to us from Prosperity Fund. Sounds like an investor on YouTube asking a follow-up. Could the judge punt to the jury?
Outstanding question. Just so your viewers know, right now each side, the SEC and Ripple, are saying to the judge that there are no facts for a jury to decide. But here's our version of indisputable facts. Here's theirs. For example, whether or not XRP has utility and people own it, not for investment, that first prong of Howie, but they use it to send money on the XRP ledger overseas, or they're using it for other reasons, right? The judge could say that non-investment use of XRP is a fact that needs to be decided by a jury, so I'm going to reserve my ruling, and we need a jury trial on certain issues. That is a great question, and that could happen. A lot of people think it's unlikely. I don't think it's as unlikely as some lawyers think.
Yeah.
So my point, that's fact. We don't go for scams. XRP is not a scam in my opinion. XRP is the real thing. It's actually being used by people out here.
Yeah.
People think that XRP is like a Doge. No, you guys are dumb. Like XRP, Ripple, they are used around the whole world except United States. They came here last.
United States is
are
fucking
here
with the
last. We
regulatory
are the
stuff.
last call. If they say no, guess what? They're still being used everywhere else.
No, yeah. That's the thing. Like, if they lost this lawsuit, if they lost it, then, fine, they'll leave and they'll still operate elsewhere.
Exactly.
Shit, let me know. If they lose, I'm gonna find a way to go move to that country, bro. Because there's no fucking way I can miss out on, being part of history with this stuff. So, but real quick, back to the SBF thing. With him getting arrested and everything like that, I'm glad. I'm just kind of worried about what might happen in this situation. And I don't even know if YouTube is going to block me on this shit like this, but there's something going on here. There is something going on here. They've done, like, they're searching for, McAfee. They're searching for everybody else. They want to get that Snowden dude or whatever the fuck it is.
Yep.
All right. See, this is where I might get, hopefully we don't get shut out on this, but you get shit like that. This makes me think, why have we not, you go after those fools, but you are not going after a man who is literally a cruise trip away from our country and not being arrested. It took all this time.
Because you gotta have facts.
There's literally facts.
That's how it works. There has to be evidence on this.
Okay,
shit.
so maybe they had to back up their shit. Okay, but nonetheless, when a crime is committed, you can see it.
Well, that's what's fucked up about this world. They don't care. It's like you say, I say.
Yeah. No. Well,
it doesn't matter. It's like,
yeah.
well, what proof do you have that I hate you?
Yeah.
Do you have a video? Well, who's to say you hate yourself, buddy?
Right.
Type of thing. It's like that's what they were like waiting on because they could have just jumped on like all the things that they've seen around and said, hey, this guy's a fucking liar. He's a fake. He's a fraud. But no,
Yeah.
they decided we're gonna go the legal route and really punish his ass and get him the right way, the legal way. And guess what? The law was behind him, and he is now in fucking jail.
We'll see what happens. He was supposed to have a Congress come through.
People are going crazy about this, and it's crazy because I myself am sick of scammers. I'm sick of scammers. This should not be a scamming type of thing like this. I don't want to say the other market,
right?
I
mean, we'll see what happens. These guys are really. I'm just kind of surprised by everything, the way it all comes out. So yeah, SBF has been charged with wire fraud conspiracy, securities fraud conspiracy, and money laundering. So it looks like they've been able to pull the facts through and come after this guy. I mean, we'll see what happens. That shit is so crazy to me because. I'm sorry. If somebody knew that XRP, with these inside sources, knew that this case was going to be closed, unless the whole entire case is completely sealed and nobody has ins and outs on it, except for maybe but a couple people and they won't do it, why hasn't XRP been swooped up? If based on what this guy is saying, because I would have thought that if somebody found out, the fat ass whales would have came through. Unless maybe that's what we've seen in the last couple months. Why it ran back up, it was at 28, 30 cents.
They're trying to shake out the little people.
Yeah, definitely.
I think they're trying to shake out the little people to not stay in there. They want to think that they want people to think that it's not a real thing, and it's crazy what they think.
So we'll see what hopefully that we'll see what happens this Thursday. Stay tuned, everybody. All right, what is this? What do we got over here?
This is a little video that was actually posted.
Oh, this is Elon's take, huh?
It was actually posted by Money Talk channel. Go ahead and go follow them, subscribe to them as well. They're awesome. We watch them here and there. It was a short clip.
And I talked to him for about half an hour, and I don't mind.
This is Elon Musk
was redlining
talking.
So this dude, well, that was my impression. And so then I was like, but everyone, including major investment banks and everyone were talking about him he's walking on water and has $1 zillion, and I'm like, that's not my impression. And my prediction to the investment banks, which some of it is you've seen on text because it was in a court case, was that that dude is something wrong, and he does not have capital, and he will not come through. That was my prediction. And
Elon knew, dude.
Definitely what happened. I'm not the expert on crypto, but I think there probably is a future for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Doge. I can't really speak to the others, but if you've got one of those three in a cold wallet, not in an exchange, I don't know. My guess is it works out well. Maybe some of the others too, but I don't know about the others.
Tell us about SPF. So again, I'm speculating here. I mean, I've spent time with him. I've met him a bunch of times, and I have to say, I did not see this coming. He appeared to me to be a very bright, credible, competent person. Perhaps a bit young, perhaps a bit reckless at times, but not unethical and not committing fraud. I definitely did not see that. If I look back to see, were there any warning signs that I should have thought twice about it? One of the things I noticed was that in 2021, Coinbase had a good year. We did $7 billion in revenue, $4 billion in positive EBITDA. We became public as a company. At that time, FTX did about $1 billion in revenue. And I knew how much money we had for our venture budget and just different investments we wanted to make. And I knew their revenue. And I had to scratch my head a bunch of times, and I was like, where is this guy getting all this liquidity? Because he was buying 9% of Robinhood. He was putting $1 billion into this. He was donating to all these politicians. And I was like, it did not make sense to me where he was getting all this cash. People just kept telling me, oh, his market maker Alameda is just printing cash. I was like, okay, I guess, it seems like a conflict of interest to own an exchange to market maker. That's why we haven't done it, but more power to him, I guess. And so I was surprised. I didn't speak up. I can't explain the psychology of it at this point, whether he's a pathological liar or if he's started off good and somehow under the pressure of this whole thing went bad. But the minute you can go watch the interviews, he's lying to people about why he's bailing out Voyager and BlockFi, and he knew at that time that they were not solvent. Alameda was not solvent, and so that's where he crossed a major line in my book.
I mean, story after story here about, SBF was going to create this $1 billion philanthropy to, save the world, improve humanity's long-term prospects, number 2 donor to the entire Democratic Party, and on and on and on. And, quite frankly, what this shows is, you want to know what effective altruism means? It means that you steal other people's money while bragging about saving the world while taking a big chunk for yourself. That's what it means. Who did SBF give all this money to? Because he was touted as one of the future donors to the Democratic Party. If you want signals, I would say there were some pretty big signals here. Number one, he said he's going to donate $1 billion to the Democratic Party, and he kept touting this effective altruism, whatever, the saving the world stuff. Now, why do you need to do that unless you're reputation laundering and trying to buy political protection? Come on.
Okay.
You don't think that was a little bit of a signal?
I'll tell you an even more explicit signal. He pitched us in that $17 billion round, and I did a Zoom with him. And after the Zoom, I'm like, this doesn't make much sense, but I'll have my team do some work. We did some work, and we sent him a 2-page deck. And we said, here are our recommendations for taking the next step. One was the formation of a board. The second was the creation of dual-class stock. The third was some reps and warranties around affiliated transactions and related party transactions. And the person that worked there called us back and literally, I'm not kidding you, said, "Go f*** yourself." Was quote unquote the response to us. We're like, okay. So that was the easy decision, but
Message received, but I still thought, okay, I'll just put that in the bucket of these guys are unbelievably arrogant and smug. But Brian, I thought what you thought, which is maybe it's because they've created some money-making machine in the Bahamas, and so they have that level of confidence. But then to see this thing to the extent of which is now, we're only scratching the surface, guys. We're going to find out stuff every day.
The postmortem is going to be crazy. But Brian, to the question I asked before about the SEC and what should happen, you said, I want to pick up on what you said, which is the SEC doesn't seem motivated. Why is the SEC, in your mind, not motivated?
Well, I think you're right. That I hope that they use this as a moment to come together and help, local companies in the U.S. being built here to end up in a better place. And I do believe, David, I think said it's right. It is a political issue at this point. There's going to be a major impetus to get the clarity here in the U.S. and hopefully to help build the companies here in the U.S. that are going to serve the rest of the world and in every major financial hub. So we're committed to building that together with all the regulators around the world. And crypto's here to stay. This is a temporary setback, but I'm here to keep building and make this thing happen.
And the most important thing at this point, Brian, is that the United States makes a decision on, do we want to be in crypto? Do we want to have a say in this and create a regulatory framework that entrepreneurs like yourself can deal with?
Doge to the moon. I think so. So, don't bet the farm on Doge, but, working hard on the Doge front.
FTX is...
That's crazy, dude. See, that's what I'm saying is that you got all this right in front of you. So I want to let everybody know that if you aren't into crypto, as people who have been in the crypto community for a few years, and I'm gonna be first to say it, we haven't been in since the beginning, but to be someone that gets into it, and we're at the place we're at right now, and this is what you're dealing with. It's a tough area, but this is what happens. You get the bond market back in whatever year it was in early 1900s, or mid. They had to regulate the bond market, and once they regulated that shit, the big money got in. So there's a bunch of these are all puzzle pieces in my opinion. This SBF shit. You saw the XRP and Ripple case on there. You saw what's going on right there. SEC needs to fix their shit because they could have saved a bunch of people their money if they would have given some clarity to regulations in the crypto, economy in the United States, people wouldn't have lost out on money. And instead, they want to go about this whole entire, come in, we'll talk to you. But they come in and talk to you, and then they fucking hit you with the lawsuit.
Yep.
They want, and it's like, yo, why is there clear, blatant rules about everything else in our country, but this? If you got, but give it some fair, so that way people can make their shit and make sure that they have the money for it, whether they do or they don't, and there's some kind of liquidity backed behind it. That's how you make sure that the transactions go through. A trusting system, making sure that there's no overpayments, making sure that all the payments are made right, on both parties,
That's right.
So you get shit like that. So it's definitely worth it. Jump into it, this is not financial advice. This is I'm saying this as wholeheartedly, this is what the future is. You are going to be making transactions with digital currency. We're no longer going to be using cash. We're no longer going to be having to use cards. The cards are cool, I'm not going to lie. You get the cards.
Yeah, they're cool.
But this is also going to be, you can't turn paper into digital currency. Digital currency is made up. They literally printed, a shit ton of that within the last 3 years. So you get that going on. You can make a cryptocurrency. You can back it with dollars if people have it, No, it doesn't mean you need to, to take the dollar off the whole entire, our system. But you use cryptocurrency behind it. And the technology is, the technology that surrounds the cryptocurrency is what everybody bypasses. The technology is what makes this all work together. And so if you have a company that or a crypto that's backed behind good technology, as far as a blockchain network that's decentralized, it doesn't take people to actually say what works and what doesn't work. You get that. That is what is gonna freaking make this whole entire thing come together. So you buy all this stuff, bro. You gotta do it, because eventually that's where the dollars is gonna go to. You get into it. Not financial advice, anyways. I shouldn't probably be promoting it that way. But what I'm saying is, this is the future. This is what we're gonna be doing. This is what it's gonna be. This is what my kids are gonna be running into and getting into. And if I can prepare for it, I can prepare them for it. This is what we're getting into. What you got right here?
Let's take a look. This was posted by XRP Lab.
I went on my fucking spiel right there. I just had to, because it's like, I want people to know. People need to know about this stuff.
They will know. They will know, and they will know whether it's late or not.
Agreed with crypto laws founded that Michael Saylor was incorrect.
This guy's talking about Michael Saylor.
The XRP community had to dispel myths about Ripple and XRP. In response to similar incorrect assumptions, Ripple General Counsel Stuart Alderity stated that XRP has not been classified as a security because only the court has the authority to do so. The SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple and two of its executives in December 2020, alleging the sale of an unregistered security offering. The case would have far-reaching implications because it would establish a legal precedent while also determining the extent of the SEC's overreach. According to Stuart Alderity, the lawsuit is nearing its conclusion, as summary judgment motions are now fully briefed and the judge's decision is awaited. According to James K. Fillon, the final decision on pending issues, including summary judgment motions, could come as early as March 2023. Ahead of the big ruling in the landmark lawsuit, the XRP community remains optimistic while crossing their fingers. One of Ripple Labs' strong partners in the UAE, Al Fardan Exchange, announced a partnership with Wall Street banking giant JP Morgan. Al Fardan is a licensed and regulated platform for money transfers and currency exchanges in the UAE. The two parties will collaborate to provide a same-day money transfer service for corporate customers in the UAE. As a result, Al Fardan Exchange customers will have access to currencies such as the US dollar, sterling pounds, euros, South African rands, and others. The Al Fardan Exchange announced a partnership with Ripple in January 2022 earlier this year. However, with Al Fardan Exchange partnering with JP Morgan, there is a chance that both financial behemoths will look into Ripple services in the future. Ripple's XRP standard is one of the most sought-after solutions for cross-border settlements among global banking institutions. In the most recent development, CommBank, the largest financial conglomerate in Australia, announced that it would use Ripple's XRP and the ISO 20022 standard for cross-border payments. Ripple, a blockchain startup based in San Francisco, has been attempting to break into the global banking space as the industry shifts away from traditional solutions. Its blockchain-based RippleNet solution is already popular with over 200 financial players worldwide. Recently, Ripple expressed an interest in entering the trillion-dollar CBDC market. Central bank digital currencies have piqued the interest of major global economies. Ripple recently published its own CBDC white paper, which provides a comprehensive framework for implementing CBDC. Ripple believes that its XRP ledger can handle stablecoins and CBDC for billions of people around the world. It stated, the XRPL's built-in authorized trust lines feature also ensures that stablecoins and other issued tokens can only be held by accounts that the issuer themselves authorizes for an added layer of security. Furthermore, Ripple is forming strategic alliances with global banking institutions. According to Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, Bank of America is willing to use Ripple's on-demand liquidity products. They are, however, waiting for Ripple to resolve its court case with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. According to the Whale Alert cryptocurrency tracker, less than a dozen transactions totaling 4.124 billion XRP coins were spotted in the last day. According to the aforementioned source, all of these funds were transferred from the top US-based cryptocurrency exchange Bittrex. The staggering total amount of XRP transferred here, however, appears to be more than just an individual withdrawing funds and was most likely made by a financial institution, unless Bittrex was acting as an XRP custodian for Upbit and is now withdrawing its Ripple-affiliated tokens, moving them to their own wallets. As previously stated, the Ripple fintech behemoth withdrew 1 billion XRP from escrow on December 1st. It was one of the numerous escrows established by the company in 2017 to begin regular monthly withdrawals in early 2018 to support the coin's liquidity on exchanges while also sending a portion to Ripple's partners and customers. This places the final release in the middle of this year, but Ripple continues to remove 1 billion XRP from escrow wallets on a monthly basis. Now, down to the big question of the day, is XRP a security? Do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also hit that notification bell to be the first person to get more updates about the latest happenings as regards to XRP. The chaos in the crypto industry following the collapse of FTX has increased regulators' scrutiny of the entire industry. FTX was once the world's second largest exchange, and it brought down many small and large businesses with it. Globally, investors who had direct or indirect exposure to FTX lost billions of dollars. According to Reuters, Jeff Sprecher, CEO of Intercontinental Exchange, believes that regulators will treat most cryptocurrencies as securities. Gene Hoffman, the COO of Chia Network, believes that XRP tokens will be classified as securities by a federal judge. In a tweet, Gene Hoffman stated that Bill Hinman, a former director at the Securities and Exchange Commission, advised Ripple that its unregistered XRP distribution was illegal. In contrast, John Deaton shared his thoughts in a Twitter thread, refuting Hoffman's claims. Deaton is a lawyer who is a crypto enthusiast who is leading a class action lawsuit against the SEC. Under proper context, Bill Hinman's comments, according to John Deaton, have no meaning. Gene Hoffman thinks there is no distinction between XRP and LBC. The token of the decentralized content distribution platform LBRY. The SEC won a legal battle against LBRY last month, and LBC tokens were classified as securities. There are various narratives and opinions from industry experts regarding whether XRP is a security. Perhaps only time will tell which category XRP falls under. Obviously, we do think that is not a security at all. So we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, like the video.
I know, we have a big, when it comes to the crypto industry, we have the next 10 years to look for some major things happening within the crypto industry. It's a big deal. you get, money is a big deal, and this is actually talking about the way money transactions and processing will happen in the future. That's like a basic thing of what it is. So we'll see what happens. It's been a wild ride, definitely. Love it though. You get this, if you're into it, you get this weird, like I get this weird thing that like, I gotta follow this, because if this is something that I can tag along in history and realize that I'm part of it, and I can tell it to my kids one day, that'd be super dope. And then I start breaking it down. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be able to back that up with talking about shit like this, because we're putting it out there. This is what it is. People are in the midst of this whole entire crypto freaking world, and this, we might one day, not the pioneers, but some of the founders of it, in a sense, definitely not the pioneers, but we'll be part of the founders, and everybody else after us is going to be, jumping into the consumer part of it, or being in the, that's how we'll live on a day-to-day basis. But that's where I'm at with it. So crypto market's looking pretty dope. Not crazy, nothing's crazy has been happening. It's been kind of steady, kind of trying to breathe some life back into it. Hopefully we'll see what happens. You got the SBF thing. We'll see what happens, what plays out here in the next coming week. We'll let you guys know next Monday. And, a lot can happen in a week.
Hell yeah.
A lot can happen in a week. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
So, everybody, have a good rest of your day, evening, weekend. It was nice chatting this one up, bro. I like this one.
Hell yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Be up to date. We're going to continue to keep posting, and just be on the lookout for more content.